no one knows where the nightmare came from, or even what it truly is, which is strange, seeing as how many people nonchalantly blame it and its denizens for the misgivings and tragedies of our world. There are many conjectures on its origins, natures, and function. The holy men of Tomalir, in their self-appointed wisdom, preach that it is the realm of Yaros, that black prince who fathers beasts and sows misery unto the world, and that it is where Bach, caretaker of the dead, sends the unredeemable souls to be tortured for all eternity. Personally, I feel this view to be riddled with prejudice, propaganda, narcissism, and vain moralization. The poet-seer Vazra said that it is in fact not the realm of that fiendish god, but is instead his making when he crawled into the ear of the narrator and filled that god's mind with fear and dread, so that when the god of stories awoke, that dark place spewed forth and its terrible denizens with it. Some believe that the nightmare has always existed, and that it came into being during the Great Disparity, when everything came out of the void. That it is the dark reflection of the world reflected into it, and from the void. I would agree with this statement if it weren't for the unignorable evidence that no historical mentioning of it exists before the year negative 2763 of the Age of Dawn, which seems to indicate that it instead is the result of some yet unknown phenomenon. There is one account, however, that I dislodged from a green speaker of the somber wood. They spoke of a bygone era where a great darkness ravaged the world, where sorcerer kings traded in blood, smoke, and star knowledge. He whispered that this age of terror was of our own doing, that we made the nightmare. The Afari's abuse of peering into the cosmos brought forth this darkness, and that we are the progenitor of the dark princes and their infernal hosts, and were created from man's darkest thoughts. This account left me without sleep for weeks, and it cuts me so deep that I fear it in fact must be true. Excerpt from The Structure of the Cosmos, Volume 3, attributed to Bartholus, Priest of Diameter, 722 Age of Storms, destroyed in the Lost Age.
Hey Phil, click on your Discord for a second.
Yeah. I'm on my Discord.
On our video feeds?
I am now on our video feeds.
There we go. We were all frozen.
There we go.
Weird.
Not you, just the rest of us.
Huh. Well, y'all aren't that important. Well, good evening, and welcome to another episode of KrakenQuest. This is session 5 of Beryl and the Shadow Kings, a homebrew setting and mini-adventure. My name is Philip, and I will be your DM this evening. Joining me are Sam.
How's it going, guys? I ran a really good game last night. You can watch it on YouTube.
It was very good.
I'm the best DM of the Kraken crew. Suck it.
Hands down, we are all beneath you and kneel and wait for your leavings. James?
No.
I decided to skip on it because I was really tired. I kind of am disappointed that I did that.
Catherine? Chris?
Hi.
Riveting. And Catherine.
I'm dead.
For now. Which segues very well into previously. The party ventured
She died.
forth. Yeah.
And then
No,
we
I
ran
actually
to hell.
killed
Chris.
Catherine last night, guys. I don't know how she's here.
She's been dead for 10 years, Sam. I know you can't let go of the love of your life, but man, you just need to move on.
Wow.
You could have done so much better anyway.
Wow.
The delay.
He didn't even do that.
Previously, the party ventured forth into the wilderlands of the north. where they found the base camp of a missing exploration expedition they were sent to investigate. There they found signs of starvation and death, and in the main cabin they encountered a cursed undead and a gaggle of malicious spirits. In this tense battle, Halfmere and Sulwyn fell. Halfmere recovered, but Sulwyn was lost. In a hurry, the party took her to Captain Harkin's ship and ferried back to Oza, hoping that their mysterious benefactor, Lady Mir, would have the power or influence to bring Sulwyn back to life. The lady said it would be possible, but would come at a cost. In the morning, she tasked the three of you to venture into the city and acquire gifts for Sulwyn, and to take very good care in your choices, as Sulwyn's life depends on it. Now, the three of you have returned once more to Lady Mir's garden. You find her where she was the previous evening, and she is adorned in exalted robes of white and gold, a headdress that looks like gilded leaves and flowers, and she is somehow even more done up and regal, which you weren't sure was possible. Sulwyn is on a pink granite altar, finely carved and gilded, much like many things on Lady Mir's estate. Sulwyn's battle-worn clothes and armor have been removed, her body cleaned, and is now adorned in modest clothes and gleaming armor similar to that of the lady's guards, though they seem ill-fitted, almost too big for her. The three of you can tell that she has also been covered in oil, her dull, dead skin glistening in the morning light, and you can only barely smell the decay through the many perfumes and burning incense in this area. What have the three of you brought?
Wolfric got her a shield. Because she probably could have used that to stay alive and not be dead.
The lady takes your gift and looks it over, looks to you and says, yeah. She like brings it in and her eyes close almost like she's smelling it or taking it in, and then moves it to one side of the altar and very gently sets it down. And then
Wolfric leans over to Hopmere. I told you pine was the best choice.
I'm just gonna shrug.
Yeah,
Like
lady. Yeah, moving on to the next person. The lady approaches Hofmir to see what he has brought.
Hofmir holds out a book bound in green leather with red accents and has a silk ribbon tied about it, with the title embossed, "The Saga of Pyre."
Takes the book, looks it over, runs her fingers like over the edges, feels the spine, admires the silken ribbon and its glass bead on it, looks over the title, and a light grin touching her face. An old tale. This will do well. And moves over and sets it on a different side of the altar, gently, and then returns to the three of you and approaches Ragnan.
I was not only supposed to get one thing. So I got a couple things.
I just understood the assignment.
Huh?
Nothing.
James misread the assignment and turned it in late.
James, that's Philip's job.
Okay. Well, should I just pick one of them then?
No, you're fine. The
Okay.
instructions you were given were vague, and your reading was in fact correct. You're fine.
Okay. Okay. Ragnan pulls out a blank letterbound book which he has written the story of how he defeated the beast that he made his jacket from. Other than that, the book is completely blank for more stories to be put in. He brings a landscape portrait as proof of there being places that she hasn't explored yet, and 4 of the gingery eclairs, 1 for each of us, just like she always thought of.
Aww.
Wow.
All these presents are super fucking sweet. From
James
all
is
of
so
you guys.
James is so thoughtful.
Yeah. Takes the book
Lord.
over and like she skims the first couple pages, looks it over. It looks at the small 6x6 portrait. Looking over the landscapes, a silhouette of mountains in the background of a misty field. Yes. Daya's work. A very good artist. And takes these 2 items, sets them down on a different part of the altar, and then takes only 3 of the eclairs, hands 2 to the other 2 of you, Hafmir and Wolfric, and sets the last eclair like on top of Sulwyn, like where her hands are like folded over. It's just like on her chest. And then she moves to stand by the altar near Sulwyn's head. And begins at first quietly chanting in a language. Do any of you speak Celestial or understand Celestial?
I used to until I gave the ring up.
Is giant celestial?
It is not. It is actually decently far from Celestial.
No.
So Chris, give me a wisdom check, a raw wisdom check.
Okay.
And I would say that you can. What level monk are you?
5 levels monk.
And 2 levels fighter.
Indeed.
Okay. Just give me a straight wisdom check.
I got a 15.
Okay. Let's see here. The words, you're actually able to pull more out of the chanting than just simple, nouns or verbs in a string, and seeing the sight before you, you're able to pull out phrases of it. Specifically, blinding light that raises, grace and dignify the world, and ideal to strive for. And as she begins speaking, her voice begins to echo and like almost like begins speaking on top of itself, and like a layer of sound and voice that begins to grow in volume. Sulwyn, you find yourself in a dark place. Neither scared, nor angry, or tired, or any of the other things that you felt before coming to this place. Just merely here. But that was all beginning to fade. You feel warped and weft, and as you feel yourself being tugged, you begin looking at unraveled and infinite possibilities of yourself, of the world, of others, of who you may have been and who you could be, all begin to fade and feel like a million small parts getting pulled away and tugged into the ether. And you see futures of your future selves. You see a little boy born near the coast with a bright and warm smile. You see a compassionate girl tending and helping the betterment of her community in Eisenleer. The pieces that were plucked away from you and gifted to a Fari yet unborn, to characters in a story yet untold, people you would never meet but would still be a part of. And then there's a rough motion. What began to feel like you just spilling out over the world instead comes to a ragged halt, like a ship come ashore. And you feel these pieces slowly being plucked with sharp nails and slowly returning to you, but diminished. The boy still smiles, but it wasn't quite right. And the girl's compassion was real, but somehow now fickle. And you become aware of your body changing. You can't see a body, but you know that one that was about to be yours was changing. This you is taller. This a scar on your that had been left on your back, which before was jagged and uneasy, is now almost like appears like a radial wings made of ferns. You feel prettier, though you're not even sure what that means, but you know you feel it. And you want things that you had never wanted before. Adoration, attention, respect. And you crave them with a hunger never felt. The tapestry of your futures lost in an infinite possibility, and the multiple paths that stretched out now begin to close. And you hear then begin to hear a voice ringing in your ear. A melodic voice. A proud voice. A glorious voice. Be the blinding light that raises others from their wretched lives, to grace and dignify the world, and to give the ordinary and mundane an ideal to strive for. And you feel yourself then shunted into a space familiar but almost rearranged. All of you begin to see her eyes begin to open. What the rest of you saw was, as the voice roared louder and louder, a light began to emit from Sulwyn's body, blinding all of you. And it feels like that for what feels like a second, a moment, an hour. And then suddenly it all begins to die down as it shakes back down, and you just see a lit silhouette and a person lying there on the table. Familiar, but somehow different. Sulwyn is alive.
Ow.
Yeah.
Ragnar's gonna wait to make the first. Like he doesn't want to make the first move.
So if I'm laying there, what's the first thing I see?
The first
Do
thing
I see the lady like standing right next to me?
I would say what you see in your peripheral above you is like that foreshortened perspective of the lady above you, adorned in white and gold. You feel a weight of metal on your chest, though, and you see the light in its golden polish kind of reflecting towards your face. You see a canopy of trees, very faintly dancing in the wind, and those rays of light coming through the silhouette of branches, like rays. And you feel like these rays of light are dancing for you. And then you notice a small pastry on top of like where your sternum is. And your nose is filled with a very intense smells of scented oils and incense. For all of you, any lingering smells of decay have completely vanished. And
Very
otherwise,
grab the pastry.
Yeah, I was about to say, otherwise, you actually probably feel better than you've ever felt. You wonder if this is what Nasha's meth chocolate feels like. As an energy begins to very quickly bubble up inside you.
Ginger eclair. Or meth chocolate?
Ginger eclair.
Ginger. Cool. I stuff it in my mouth.
Oh.
It's good to have you back. We failed to protect you, and it's only by Lady Mir's grace that you are once more among us.
She,
Am I taller?
I
taller,
I
guys.
was about to say, as you maybe begin to sit up and turn on this, like, kind of, like I said, like, very light pink marble altar, rectangular bench, you get up, turn your legs over to the side, and now y'all are both all of you are getting a better sight of her. And for one thing, Sulwyn, your feet touch the ground. This is strange, as usually when you sit on a perch, your feet usually, dangle a solid 5 inches. But you're just there, ready to stand. And all of you definitely notice she looks taller. A solid 5 inches taller. And now with her before you, you can definitely tell her features are sharper, more distinct. You all get like a very almost self-conscious emotion in your head of she looks good. Though that does kind of quickly fade, and you're like, why was I thinking that? I've never thought that before. And her hair is... Unless you have. I'm not here to tell you who you're attracted to. But for a brief moment, that thought definitely... That thought very does quickly just kind of pop in and out of your mind. And her hair, which before was like a golden color, is now a very vivid red. And where before the tips ended in like a luminescent white, is now a luminescent gold that fades into magenta, and just kind of like the colors shift between the two. And the armor that you thought the clothes on her that you didn't think would fit her very well, now almost actually seem tailored.
Good to have you back, kid.
Oh, you have to update the overlay now.
Yeah.
At least numerically and description-wise, all of that's already been added. But
No,
yeah,
I mean,
we'll have to change the picture.
Sulwyn dead.
Yeah.
Oh, that part of the overlay. I thought you were talking about the
Sulwyn.
Isn't that in
Undead.
your D&D Beyond, babe?
Oh, he did that.
Oh,
Yeah,
What'd he do?
don't worry about it.
his name to dead.
Oh, yeah.
This one, not that one. overlay fixed-ish.
Oops.
And I think we might be frozen again.
No, God, I cannot
Yeah,
explain
'cause he's
why
working
that
on the
would be
overlay.
happening. Yeah, maybe.
Click
It's
back
because
on
the video isn't in or because our camera feed isn't in focus.
Well, I'm sure it froze on good-looking pictures of all of us.
I'm sure it did. Oh, y'all are frozen.
It's not.
Looks like Sam's
Bad.
sniffing his finger. James is stroking his beard.
Yeah.
Oh, there
Um,
we go.
Maybe it can't be
When I
minimized? I don't know.
Yeah.
No, you can't minimize it.
Oh.
You can cover it up with other windows.
Oh,
sometimes.
I didn't know that. Okay. So yeah, I won't minimize y'all then. Sorry, that's just, I guess, part of my habit of how I use a computer.
You can just minimize me, Philip? That's all I mean to you?
Yes, I can minimize you in a fucking heartbeat with 0 regrets. Ah,
Wow.
damn it, damn it, damn it! Fuck Windows.
Whee! Whee!
Wait, are y'all okay? Y'all are good for a moment. So, I thought you all shifted, and I was like, "Shit! Please tell me the cameras didn't change."
so
It did for a second.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How healthy am I?
you're fine. You're 100%.
Sweet.
Oh wow, something better than Raised Dead.
Yeah,
It's like a mix between True Resurrection and Reincarnate. True Reincarnation.
you don't know.
Ugh.
That'd be great if you cast True Reincarnation on somebody and, like, a duck just popped out.
Just what I always wanted to be. A duck.
Whack.
How did you know?
Are you in
That's the power of True Reincarnation. It makes you into what you always wanted to be. You will become your ideal self, whether you
Your
like it or
persona.
not.
Nah, Animals
okay.
Not isn't on the D percentile of Reincarnate. But apparently you could have come back as a Dragonborn, which would have been really interesting for this setting. But yeah, otherwise, yeah, you come back, there's a spring in your step and a song in your heart.
Well, that's always been there.
Yeah.
And an eclair in your stomach.
Okay,
Same. Eclair.
we're. How long?
6 days, I think.
6 days?
6 or 7.
6 days.
Fuck.
Yes.
What'd we learn?
They all died. We didn't really get to learn much more before Ragnar demanded we bring you back here. and
No,
bring you
what
back.
we learned was you
Protect
wake up
the
the
Alfari.
one who can actually wake the rest of you up. Maybe?
The
Yeah,
the
Like
lady
Ragnar.
Mir kind of like that does sound prudent.
I think we've learned this lesson well. I say, staring daggers at Ragnan.
But
You'd
it's,
been down for a long time. I wasn't sure. I seriously thought that
I
was going to have time to get to you.
am not a fairy.
well, be that as it may, the Sulwyn's better than I thought it would. Oh, Sulwyn, and she gestures like around the altar. They brought you things.
Yeah, I ate the eclair.
No, more than the eclair. And she just starts like showing. She just kind of like gestures to the gifts around the altar.
Can I guess?
Oh, I think that would be a fun game.
Alright, I can't use the shield at all, but it's super thoughtful, so that must have been Wolfric.
He just kind of beams for a second.
I pick up one of the books, and I see that it's got Ragnan's story in it, but the rest is blank. I'm guessing Ragnan, unless, you know, Hafmir got really into writing down Ragnan's shit, but no, I'm guessing this is from him.
Nope, also me.
You can tell by the bad handwriting. I can write good.
I am now also Bard.
The eclair was definitely from Ragnan because he's the only person who went with me to that bakery. What was the other thing you got me?
You see, it was hard to spot, but there's a small 6-inch by 6-inch watercolor landscape.
And another book.
Right.
A small novel of a story you've definitely have heard before, but it's a very good story. The Saga of Pyre, for real world parallel, it's basically the equivalent of the Epic of Gilgamesh. It is one of the oldest stories, basically, period. And the binding of it is actually quite nice. And it is a classic tale.
Yeah.
Frozen again.
Oh, but even Philip's frozen this time.
Like, do I just have
on
to
his O face?
do I just have to keep Discord up? Am I just not allowed to take it down?
Well, this time it was your whole computer because even your camera started freezing.
Okay, well, I have 0 explanations for this. OBS says I'm GTG. So, I guess as long as the audio's... Oh, fuck every goddamn... Oh, wait, no. Okay, never mind. Sorry. Y'all's soundbar wasn't moving for a bit, and I thought
was that just because we weren't talking?
Right.
Perhaps.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it was just the delay of me swapping to the OBS window, but I could have sworn during a period of y'all speaking, the bar wasn't moving, and I was about to flip my ever goddamn shit. So, yes.
Yeah, we all sound fine on stream, but
I'm
everything is
good.
very slideshowy.
I don't have an answer for that.
It's fine. Our pictures aren't important.
Nope.
Maybe could have run the configuration wizard again after you had made.
You know what? That might be it.
But we'd have to take the stream down again to fix that.
I mean, how long does that take, and do you think it's worth it?
It takes like a minute or two.
Let's go a little further and do it during a break.
Okay.
Because I would like a 5-minute break at some point. So at this point, after y'all gone over the gifts, someone's guessed who it is. Lady Mir said,
for all of them.
Yes, you did. And this, she walks over and puts a hand on your shoulder and kind of gestures to what you're wearing, which you see is a very nice gilded golden set of armor. It's almost a dead match for the style of style of her guards or entourage wears. Incredibly well etched and formed. It's got the whole Greco-Roman formed abs into the lower section, so very much a chest piece is for you. I would hate to see you come back in anything less than one piece. Add, what was this? This is go ahead and know that this essentially functions as a +1 chain shirt that you are fine to wear.
Awesome.
So do whatever you need to do to D&D Beyond to equip medium armor.
I think you might be able to just add it and override things.
I tried to do override for the thing yesterday and I couldn't figure it out, so I said fuck it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I just overrode it. It's good.
Now, if you'll all excuse me, I have a need to retire. And you all notice she almost seems like a slightly wilted flower, just ever so slightly deflated. Her posture not so eloquently perfect. A bit of weariness in her eyes and around her mouth. I will leave you to it, though I do believe, Hafmir, you said you had some news of your venture? We didn't have much time to speak of it.
Yes, I'd found some documents from the base camp of the expedition, and we believe we know where the rest of the group has gone to. Perhaps we can head directly there with the help of Captain Haken.
I think that would be very prudent, and she pulls from like the inside of her robe a small little leather pouch. You can hear a familiar sound of coin inside it, and if he has any questions, tell him the lady sends her regards, and hands you this small leather pouch.
I'll bow. One final thing, my lady. We found this amongst the items of the expedition. Do you happen to know its function? I'll hold out the stick.
She'll take it like between her thumb and finger, pull it back, give it a look over, rotate it, looking at the fine etchings, holds it, gives a motion, quickly does a hand gesture. You see one of the many pearls on her that adorn her outfit. One of them like glows lightly. Hands it back. It is a wand of produce flame.
Seems like it might come in handy.
Bow. Thank you, my lady. This will be helpful on our journey, I believe.
Hopefully it will. Well, good luck on your journey, and I hope to see you all again well. And she'll leave.
Thank you.
She turns to you and just gives you like a beaming smile.
I really think she might actually like me now, guys. I just had to die.
And then Bree be brought back a little bit more in her image than you were before.
Yeah, oh. How much? Like, I realize I'm taller.
A little more golden.
You see kind of like out of the periphery of your vision, like a lock of hair that's you're now seeing just like a bit of red.
Oh shit.
And again, yeah, it is like and much to what Rognan mentioned, or Hofmir, or whoever said it. I can't tell the two of you apart. It
you
is
can't tell any of the three of us apart.
Nope. You all basically made the same character.
No, that's not true. Wolfric and Hofmir never get mixed up. It's me and either of you.
Yep.
Interesting.
You are the love child of. That was the final reveal of the campaign, James.
Kinda,
way to spoil it.
Like...
Anyway, yeah, you see that your hair.
Peppermint in his class level.
Yeah, your hair is bright red, and where before it ended in like that luminescent like white, it is just very like an LED thing, just very slowly shifting between bright gold and a bright magenta. Again, still like lightly luminous.
You're still you. You're just kind of a you that like got put in the washing machine with her.
Are you sure?
What's a washing machine?
I mean, washing bucket. I don't know what it's called.
A wash bucket.
A wash tub. Usually.
Like, you're.
Come back next time.
Look, if it's not large and stabbable, Ragnan's not really an expert on it.
Join us next time where James fails to grasp anachronisms. Anyway, so at this point, y'all seem to be better. ready to make out, and
Ready to make out?
Yeah. I couldn't walk it back. I just like, nope, Philip, we're here. Let it happen. Get it out of their system. Okay. So y'all are able to leave the city basically whenever y'all are ready to. You do know that the Captain Harkin's ship won't be ready to leave dock for another 3 days. So if there's anything of particular you wanted to do while here in Oza before the Reliance is able to break harbor, you can go for it. Any general supplies you want to pick up, if you feel like there's a change in something, go for it. Reminder, there's a 25% markup on anything, but otherwise we can just put y'all back on the boat and go if y'all are ready, or at least get to that point.
Ragnan lives very modestly for the next couple days because he has no money left.
Y'all, for the next 3 days, y'all are able to stay on the estate as you had before, so free of charge as before. Like, Ladies Mirror's western wing is like, they don't have aristocratic plus in the book, but that's basically how you're living when you stay at her place. It is horrendously lavish. And she has a hot tub.
Yeah, Wolfric's actually not very comfortable here.
I'm sure you're not. But it does have a hot tub.
Which is nice.
Yeah.
Cannonball!
Sorry, just a bit of maintenance.
Sure.
Sulwyn, so you're going to have the bag of holding back if you'd like.
Okay.
There is now the gardening tools, or like the equipment that we found in the shed. So I just added like shovel.
You can just say camp equipment.
Yeah.
If you just want to short note that. You do have the ring that I gave a very good name to now.
Grace.
Yes, thank you. The ring of saving grace is now on your finger. And honestly, probably your first thought when noticing it is, if only it were enjeweled. Bejeweled?
Bejeweled?
Yeah.
Bedazzled.
Bedazzled. It would be so much better if... Yeah.
And then also, I don't need this wand. I can already do that.
I can't... I mean, like, I guess I could use it, but I'm not good at that. Magic stuff. Oh, wait, it's...
Can anybody use it?
I mean, it's a wand. Anyone can use it. And now that you've been told what it is and how to use it. So anyone can use it. It doesn't require attunement.
Which of the barbarians has a better casting stat? 12 if I use charisma.
You use the wand's casting stat, sir.
You do?
Yep.
Let's see. If I cast with strength, I got a 4.
What is the wand's casting stat?
+5 for the attack, and it is done as a level 1 casting of cantrip. So of the cantrip, so it's not the 5th level casting or higher. So it's, I believe, if I'm recalling, produce flame. So it's a D8, a flat D8.
Yeah.
Or does produce flame produce flame? Yeah, I wasn't sure if it got a casting modifier added to the damage. It doesn't.
Sorry, it gets the bump, but it does not have a modifier.
Okay. Then yeah, it would be +5 on the attack roll and a D8 fire damage. But it is produce flame, so it does also function as a flick, make a thing of fire that sits there at the end of the wand.
Worst case scenario, one of you can take it as an emergency range attack when something immobilizes you.
I'll take it.
Okay. There. It is in someone's possession. Y'all can make that change.
You guys have given Wolfric magic. The world is doomed. Why would you allow this to happen?
Okay.
You'd also probably just function as a torch because you could turn it on and just have a flame floating above it.
Okay.
Well, it's held like in your hand.
So you're saying I just got an ever-burning torch for free?
Yeah, pretty much.
You have to recast it every minute, and it, can set stuff on fire, which the ever-burning torch can't.
So you're telling me it's better?
Debatable.
Strictly better adjacent, is what I like to call that. Anyway, so if there's nothing else, you eventually get back to the harbor. And speak with the captain. At first, you can tell he's feeling a little uneasy about flying the ship so far into the mountains. He kind of starts talking to... I was about to say, he starts talking about the idea that if he has to land the ship, landing a skyship in the wilderness can be incredibly difficult and dangerous. And then you put the pouch in his hand, he gets a thing. If you mention that the lady sends her regards, you can tell he's a little puzzled. You definitely see him begin to blush at the mention of her name, and then his eyes kind of go wide when he sees what's inside the pouch. Quickly does it, ties it, puts it in his pocket, and says, "When do we make sail, lads and lass?"
As soon as the airplane's refueled.
Jump onto the boat now.
3 days ago.
Yeah. At which point the Reliance lifts off and begins heading to the far northeast, back into the frozen wilderlands of the Call Mountains. Okay, thank God, all the cameras are where they're supposed to be. And we're back.
Yeah, I probably should check that.
Fuck it.
But everything looks good. Actually, our
Yeah.
latency looks pretty nice.
Yeah. It all seems to be working. I don't know about any of the other stuff, but it definitely seems to be working.
As I stare
on my
into the
end.
void,
The
it farts at me.
void.
King Ofakiji from the Book of 12.
What?
You lost me.
Cool.
I was making fun of
Pulling.
Philip's great little lore bits.
Speaking of, can
I
I
thought-
have inspiration since you used so much of what I wrote?
Yes,
We're
I
not
was
allowed
about
have
to say
inspiration
that.
in this campaign, apparently.
Nope, she gets an inspiration. Y'all need to try harder.
What about our fucking gifts?
Nah, guys, I'm sorry.
I've actually stopped trying because you weren't awarding inspiration for the times that I was role-playing hard.
It's
He
for
literally
balance.
read like half of what I wrote, so
Yeah.
I'm like, I think I deserve inspiration. For
Yeah,
that.
I would have read it just straight up, but the tensing wasn't quite right for how I wanted to portray it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Fine, you all get an inspiration, you cowards.
Oh, I don't want pity inspiration.
Good,
I'll
because
I will
whatever
also
you were gonna do.
I'll take his inspiration.
Nope. That goes in the garbage. It's in my garbage bin.
I'll take it out of the garbage. I don't care.
Nope,
like-
unusable.
I just
Cycling.
want you to recognize my efforts when I put them into...
I recognize your efforts by saying, "Oh man, I love that." You don't need a mechanical benefit.
Okay, so every time you say, "Oh man, I love that," I get inspiration. Got it.
Yeah. Sure. Anyway, as you make your way back into the frigid wilderness of the Call Mountains, the ship has to ride precariously low to the ground, as this region has a very thick, heavy gray cloud cover, and being in that fog and having low visibility in mountains and cliffs and jagged tree lines is a bad idea. It is instead much better to see those terrors coming at you at full speed, however fast a skyship goes. I haven't really thought that out.
17 knots.
70 miles an hour.
Nope, 17 knots. I like it. I don't know what a knot is or how that applies to the circumference of this world, but here we are.
Nautical mile.
Oh, that's only 20 miles an hour.
That's still pretty fast. So yeah, navigation. Yeah, so again, navigation is difficult, but between the map that you have, the notes, and a bird's eye view of the region, you're able to find your way to this last and final mark on,
Alright, dudes, where we
on a
dropping?
map.
I was thinking similar.
So, which I was about to say. So you, and I'll pull up the map for this. Are, let's see here, scroll up a little. So yeah, as before, the camp here was near the base of Pyre's Peak, and you moved inward into this region. You search for probably a solid day and a half before you spot it. A large ravine cut deep into the earth. A jagged forest and wood line growing along it. You're not sure you would have been able to spot it if not for the excellent references and notes of whoever drafted this journal that you're using. But unfortunately, Captain Harkin tells you he won't be able to land the ship here. So, once more, the plan is to drop you all off as he finds a place to set down the ship, and to call him if with the sending stones if you need anything. He will give you a call when he lands and tell you a general direction.
How do we use them?
It
You already know how to use them.
I
yeah.
didn't know how to use them.
Well, that's because you don't have it. As I recall,
I had it. He gave it to me, and then Hoffmeier took it off my dead body.
that was it.
Right.
So, yeah.
So,
Unless...
how do we use it just in case?
I show Ragnan how to use them.
It's very simple. You probably would have figured it out. Why
Catherine's name is just gone now.
Why?
I don't know.
Philip is just gone now.
Yeah, because Discord's apparently being a dick.
But yeah, also, Catherine's name is gone.
Oh, I know why. I'll fix it.
Fine, I'm not important, apparently.
No.
Your name has changed.
It's because...
Lady Solmir.
It's so I learned that when Redbeard made these overlays, he copied a folder over between non-combat and combat. So basically, if I take something out of a folder to make an adjustment to it, by removing it from that folder, it's no longer copy-pasted into the other overlay.
Hey, don't blame me.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that that's how because that's how it was made, and that's how OBS lets you make things, or that's how it treats copy pasta. It remembers sources of the pasta. If you change the copy, it changes. It can alter the pasta.
Just fix it.
I fixed it. It's there. Anyway, so you all begin climbing down a parallelously long rope ladder as you begin to essentially climb down from essentially a solid 100 feet off the ground from the ship.
Oh man, do I have that monk thing yet?
Wolfric's like, hey, check this out. And he starts sliding down. And it's just, oh shit, fuck.
Yeah,
fuck,
it's a rope ladder, so that hurts like fuck.
Do I have that monk thing where I can just slide down walls yet?
Probably not. You're only level 5. I think you have slow fall, but I think you can that only works for a certain. I think it's like 10 feet per monk level or something. Anyway, basically though, this
Reduce
is a
falling damage you take by an amount equal to 5 times your monk level.
That's it. But you do need something to slow fall down. You can't just do it in midair, as I recall.
You could just do it anywhere now.
Oh, okay, cool.
Jump.
It used to be
jump,
in 3.5,
jump,
I think.
Jump.
But yeah, basically you're climbing down 100 feet of rope ladder to get you from the ship to ground level. And then you're going an additional probably 120 feet as you're very slowly, as the ship makes adjustments, put over a bridge. In a crevasse. And it's extra precarious as there is a very cold wind blowing.
This looks familiar. Doubly so for James. And dangerous.
Huh?
Well, Jack was thrown into a bridge one time, and then we also got into a really big fight on a bridge that looked like exactly like this in Strahd.
Who can say? I'm not definitely feeding on James's bridge PTSD. That's not me. That's not something I would do. James, I'm a good friend. But yeah, so you see this construction, and it is a thick stone bridge that seems to lie in the middle of this ravine, both along the ravine and in its vertical center. None of these torches are lit. I couldn't find a way to unlight the torches, so this place is incredibly dark.
Okay.
Wow.
But you do see
completely taken out of the illusion.
Yeah, I know. But there are braziers that could be lit if you so wished.
Take out my ever-burning torch and I
like the
cinch it into
brazier.
my belt.
Okay. Yeah, so it's just there around you.
I pull out my magic wand
Okay.
and I make flame.
I want to go up to the first brazier and light it on fire.
Okay. These two let me swap tools. The ones with the arrow are lit. Old oil quickly lights up and they just into flame. It doesn't give you much vision downward other than, okay, a brazier lets you see a decent distance, probably a solid 30 feet of or 40 feet of bright light and some dim light after that, and you can still not see a bottom.
Right.
Just an
Don't fall.
inky blackness under.
Is there any indication, or I guess it would be probably not too hard to figure out which way the expedition probably went, judging by which side of the canyon the camp would have been on?
As you think about the picture of the map and this and the thing, camp would have been vaguely actually just straight east, which is this direction, the left side of the bridge. So you actually kind of, if I'm understanding your reasoning properly, they would have had an option as to what side to drop down from. I will give me a retro.
I'm just trying to obviously there must have been some path from the camp to this point.
Okay.
And it would have had to been on one side of the canyon and cross this bridge to get to the other side.
Maybe I'm not illustrating it right. The bridge isn't at the top of the ravine. The bridge is down. And
Right.
there, as far as you could see, there was no path down to the bridge.
Okay.
That this
There's
bridge
no path on either side.
that you were able to see climbing down, no.
Where does this bridge go to if there's no path?
Let me try and make sure I'm making this clear. From the top surface level where the ravine is cutting down into, you saw no staircase or obvious walkable path that gets you from the surface ground level to where this
Okay.
bridge is.
Okay.
This bridge is a solid 120 feet down into the belly of this ravine,
Right,
where this bridge goes into the walls of the two ravine, and you don't know where either end goes. What I'm trying to say is you basically dropped from the ship to the middle of this bridge.
And the bridge has no path on either side of it.
It goes into the walls of the ravine.
That would be no path.
As far as you can see.
So there's not like a cave on either side, it's just solid wall?
Who has dark vision?
We fire.
Okay. We start walking north.
Okay.
Or are there any footprints or anything?
None that give me an investigation check.
Okay.
Can I make
Or
survival to look
perception.
for tracks?
I will take perception, survival, or perception.
Okay, I got a 22 survival.
23 perception.
I got a nat 1. It's dark.
It's dark.
21.
None of you see any signs that anyone has been on this bridge.
Okay, go north.
Okay.
Yep.
Or up.
So as you begin slowly moving forward, is aside from, I guess, the produce flame wand, which I will say you notice the flame on it does not seem to go away after a minute. It just seems to hang there. Until essentially like at the tip. Like when you when you cast it to use produce flame, the fire comes out of the tip of the wand, hangs there, but as mentioned, the produce flame spell only lasts a minute, so in theory the flame would douse. This fire does not seem to go away. It just seems to sit there until either flung or doused. Okay, so yeah, as you begin walking north.
Oh, did we find out how many charges it has?
It seems to have infinite charges.
Okay.
As far as you have not been told that it has a limit. So yeah, as you walk about 150 feet, as you move up the bridge, what's marching order?
I'll go first.
Okay.
Ragnan will be beside.
Take it to the back.
Okay. Mirror's in the back. Wolfric and Ragnan at the front. Sulwyn in the middle.
Yup.
Just kind of walking down the middle of this bridge.
Sure.
I don't know.
Fuck it, we're gonna do it live!
Yeah, we are.
What does that mean, to play us out?
You need to start virtual cam though.
I'm working on it. I started it. It should be coming up.
Cool.
Why isn't it coming up?
Oh.
Here, let me do this. Then do this.
What the hell? Who fucking messaged me on Facebook?
Do you not get random people messaging you on Facebook?
I really hope Photoshop's gonna auto open.
I'm a sexy lady. Check out my Instagram.
No, it's my friend Evan. This is the only way he knows how to contact me.
Hey James, I'm a sexy guy. Check out my Instagram.
Pretty much the only reason I ever open Facebook anymore.
OBS virtual camera is not opening. Like, I have it running on OBS, but
and you click.
I
click start.
I went into into the Discord window, clicked on the camera, click on OBS virtual camera, and nothing is popping up. And let me try closing that window and reopening it.
Did you? I don't know. Oh, wait.
Oh, there it goes.
There it goes.
Weird.
Where are we?
I'm working on this technology. So I clicked on that virtual camera in the pop-out window. I closed it, which brought up the normal Discord window, which brought up a little window that says, "Would you like to turn on this camera?"
We did it.
So we good?
We GTG. Okay, so yeah, y'all are heading north on this bridge. Which again is just made of thick, seamless stone. It all, as far as you can tell, from
Hey there, James.
I'm fine.
From what you can tell, the whole thing seems to be just seamless and carved. And then again, after about, I think I got cut off on as you proceed about 120, 150 feet.
Yeah.
Somewhere around there.
You see two more braziers on your left and right. And before you, a set of stone steps, heading up. And let's see here. Get the map back up and going. Gotta tell it which Photoshop window to use, because Photoshop changes its name every time I reopen it. So it doesn't know what window to use. There we go. So yeah, you came across these two braziers. Goes further in, where you see like a flat open area and a set of stairs that seems to go up to another area.
Any idea what they were after up here? Down here? Here?
No, but I think we found it.
Not exactly
I don't
what.
think we've found it yet. We gotta.
I think we found the entrance to it.
There was something to do with Kings of Branir. I'm not entirely sure if there was an artifact or what they were after. Or at least I don't remember.
All you remember from the notes, is that the, how to put this, it never specifically named a place. It only ever referred to a site or location. It never used any other kind of descriptive noun.
That's
yeah.
right.
For
It was
what
all
the
we found
location
it and-
for what the location was.
Yeah.
Though
Because why
this-
write about it in your archaeological notes? Because you already know what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Potentially.
We're mocking that dead dude. We assume he's dead.
Let's see here. Okay. So yeah, there's this open spot and the stairs. And you can see what look like to be maybe more braziers along like the stone railing or stone half wall that seems to go along the perimeter of this open area. Because basically y'all are here.
Cool. Keep heading forward, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's check for traps.
Okay. Does someone want to make a perception or investigation check to see if
I'll make
any
a
unknown
perception check.
unknown dangers lie ahead?
I fail.
Okay. Rognan.
18.
Okay.
Sure, I'll make one.
Oh, I was trying to say, as the people at the head of the marching order would be able to do this.
Got it.
So if y'all
Oh,
want to
cool.
rearrange
I
the
got
marching order,
An 8.
okay.
I got a 17.
Okay. So you look around and nothing comes into view. You get down and look at the stone, looking for any places where maybe a pressure plate, a tripwire, something to trigger something, or something that doesn't appear to be what it actually is. Nothing springs out, just seamless stonework.
Cool.
That,
Walk head confidently like I own the place then.
Okay.
Swords drawn.
You get up to the top of this landing space, where you can start to see come into view a very tall, maybe you'd have to guess maybe 25, 20 foot doorway with just two solid slabs of stone. And let's see here. I need as Wulfric or Ragnan, it's kind of hard to tell as y'all are both near the head. When you get to about the middle of this area, unseen glyphs begin to light up, starting at the middle of under the foot, then almost like a chain link going up to here, and then very quickly in a clockwise motion, these arcane glyphs begin to light up. I need everyone to make a charisma saving throw, please.
What?
I know what I'm doing.
I can't roll for shit tonight.
I don't. Oh.
I got 15.
4.
16.
Quick question.
Yes.
I can't remember. In 5th edition, is a roll below 1?
Yes.
Like, does that just go to 1?
No,
or...
it goes into the negatives. So,
Okay,
Redbeard,
well, I got
what'd
a
you get?
0.
Oh, okay. It's not negative. You're fine. I've rolled a negative before.
It was a natural 1.
Ah.
Oh, well, that always fails.
I know.
Yeah.
Only in
you
combat.
know.
So suddenly, you all just disappear. You
Me
feel
too?
like everyone. You feel like an unseen force grabbed you by the back of the neck and just yanked you. And as you do, all the air from your lungs just spurts out, and you just feel the wind knocked out of you. Everything fades to black, and then suddenly you feel weightless. Make sure I get this right. Ragnan,
I was not the
Wulfric.
imposter, though.
Yeah, you're closer than you think there, Ragnan. So Ragnan, Wulfric, and Sulwyn.
Yeah.
You all, as you're yanked into this blackness, then feel a weightlessness. But otherwise, nothing. You feel as though you're in a vacuum, and then suddenly they all begin to swirl into sight. Clouds of dust, and then the twinkling of stars. You are, the three of you, all alone. No one, nothing in sight. You're just surrounded in all directions by an infinite night starry sky, but ever more vivid than anything you've ever seen above you.
Oh, I'm really scared what happens when you fail this.
And now you're also noticing there are no rings of knowledge in any direction in this night sky. And anyone can give me an Arcana check of the three of you.
We're boned.
Of the three of you.
Are you one of the
0.
three of us?
I don't think it's me. I think it's the 3 boys.
No, it's everyone but Hofmir.
Oh, okay. Arcana.
Yes.
8.
21.
0.
The person who got a 21, the one thing you notice aside from the missing lights, those bands of Aurora Borealis that move through the sky, you see no familiar constellations. Nothing seems right in this night sky. Hofmir, as you're yanked into this void of black, you have a very different experience. You feel a great drop, like you just plopped onto the ground, like someone just swept your legs out from under you, and you fall, and there's just a of faint motes of ashy dust rise above you. You've landed on something, and it is not the cold stone that you were standing on before.
My sword is drawn.
You quickly get up and draw your sword, and you very quickly realize that your environment has radically changed. You are no longer in a windswept, frigid ravine. You're in what seems to be an almost splayed out gray landscape. Very muted, very drab. The really only distinguishing things that you see around you is the occasional kind of craggy, gnarled trees in clusters. And then just all around you, you see these little things just all in every direction. And then you start looking at the ones close to you. You just basically see, going in all directions on the ground, graves. Just 6 foot long, 6 foot deep holes in the ground. Stones marking each one. Some are filled. Some of the graves are filled and covered, but infinitely more are empty. And if you move to look at the closest headstone to you, in front of you is an empty grave, and as you walk around it, and as you get to the headstone, you lean in, wipe away some of this ashen dust, and you see carved and etched into the stone, Hofmir. There is a birth date, there is a dash, there is no death date.
I go to the next.
You are, before you have a chance, you are all feel that tugging, that someone grabbing you by the neck, ripped into darkness, and you all kerplop back on this landing.
Well, we're boned.
You all just kind of splay. Bits of snow toss into the air as you land. All for, other than that very strange juxtapositions, unharmed.
Where did we go?
It ain't
I
death,
think
I
it was
can
a
tell you
very
that.
ineffectual trap. Considering we're all in one piece, and here. Like...
Anyone hurt?
Okay.
Nope, I'm great. I'm opening this door.
I will help him open this door.
He will need help opening this door.
No.
What do you think the graves meant?
Wait, what?
What? We just saw, like,
stars.
You all say that at the same time, which is interesting as none of you saw the other in that infinite starry vista. I don't know where my phone is. I don't care. Fuck it. That's future Philip's problem.
Yep.
Perhaps it is something of the Afari.
Of course,
Maybe.
the one non-Ifari rolls a natural one and gets something different.
Who can say which was the cause? Why don't you tell me what you wanted it to do?
Hofmir's mind is just that, like, you know, he's not special enough to have the same experiences.
Yeah, he's other
So-
himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, let's get this shit open.
As the door,
I'm
just,
like
oh.
fiercely just like still like looking out for what could have caused that to happen from any side of a attack or
Okay, so you're
trigger.
just okay. Give me a perception check.
even while they're still
Yeah,
you know,
they're
opening
figuring
it
out the door that has no handles.
up. Modified 20.
You I mean, you saw the glowing, and as you look down, you can now see the thinnest, like shallowest engravings in the stone that seem to be lined with like very thin threads of silver. They were just not able to be made out before in the snow that kind of is built up on these stony parts, and even the light reflection from the light sources y'all carry of the silver was just not noticed in the glimmer of the snow.
Sulwyn, look at this.
What?
As the two of you are doing that, y'all can either how do y'all want to try and open this door with no hinges or with no handles?
It's obviously a push.
Yeah, you push it.
Okay. Who would like to make either individual strength checks or someone assist someone?
Wolfric, you're stronger.
Also, Philip, I just realized
Cool.
I think you need to fix Sulwyn's name again.
Oh, because I get maybe because it crashed or okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
OBS doesn't always save
Am I
if it
rolling with
crashes.
advantage because he's helping me?
Yes.
Oh, is this just pure strength or athletics?
Raw strength.
Fuck, I can't roll for shit tonight.
Wow.
11.
The door doesn't even. You don't even think you hear it budge.
Oh, I got an idea. How about we both rage and try?
Okay, we both go Super Saiyan.
Yeah. Now we get 2 checks with advantage.
There we go.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm just using D&D Beyond for all my dice
Much
rolling.
better.
Much better. 23.
Okay. Yeah. Between the two of you just pushing on the same door, it does begin to budge, but as y'all did have to, figure it out, warm up, stretching's important. Hofmir and Sulwyn were looking at this thing.
And screaming. Like, just a lot of screaming.
Yeah, just full on DBZ.
Okay, we'll come back next episode when y'all are done screaming and ready to actually do something.
Next time on Kraken Ball Z.
But yeah, Sulwyn, Hofmir has something to show you.
What is it?
Point out the intricate arcane glyphs in carved silver.
Oh. Shit.
This must have been what triggered the attack on us. I don't know enough about arcane workings to understand what it means, but
if someone wants to give maybe an Arcana check or something to have an inkling of what possibly happened.
I got a 12.
I got a 7.
No fucking clue. You'll have no idea what happened to you or where you went.
Does it seem are the glyphs or the whatever I think activated it isolated to a particular area, or is it the whole platform up here?
Judging by where you saw, because the runes did vividly glow, it seems to be primarily located to the area where y'all were standing, like this central area. The far off wings, you didn't see any glowing glyphs, but roughly the 25-foot diameter circle in front of this door.
Gotcha. I think it's best if we just stay clear of this area and keep an eye out for further such traps.
At which point you hear a and just the sound of stone grinding on stone, thick stone grinding inward as they're able to push the door open enough for people to get through.
Well, the strong boys open the door.
I'll just nod and walk over
Okay.
towards the door.
Okay. as y'all enter, assuming having the same marching order, you enter into an area that is more revealed than it should be. Into a space of what tastes like stale air. You are immediately thoughts of this place has not been entered, or no one has been here in quite a while, or this place has been sealed for an amount of time. And what you can see is a stone interior, this time now masoned, and what you can see are a number of alcoves with what look like stone boxes in each one, and what look like stone figures on top of each one. You very quickly come to the realization that these seem to be sarcophagi of some sort.
A tomb, it seems.
So it would appear.
I mean, archaeologist, right?
Nod.
Or grave robber. Honestly, it just depends on how old the body is.
Well, no, but I just meant at least under the guise of archaeology, so it makes sense if it's a tomb. Alright.
So yeah, you enter this place, though the air's stale, more comfortable than the blistering cold and wind that you were coming out from, so at least you're getting some relief from that. And as you enter the area, you can kind of see from your torchlight that the to the south, or your right, seems to end, and to the north it seems like there's a passage that goes deeper in, as you stand at the entrance.
Any footprints here?
I'll go ahead and let you bring in the previous thing. No. And from the amount of effort it took to open the door, you might guess that no one's been here in any recent time. But
either we beat them here, or has they never arrived? Because no one has been here before recently.
Or maybe they went to that place and didn't come back.
Went to what place?
Stars.
Thanks, Nemesis.
There weren't any signs of anyone even making it that far, but it's possible we just missed the trail. Is it worth heading the other way to see if we meet up with them, or should we continue forward?
Potentially, but I want to get a better look at what's in here.
Okay. Let's see here. So yeah, as you are you going south or north, Wolfric?
I'm going farther into the room we're in.
Okay. So yeah, as you enter,
Go up and that way.
Sorry.
yeah.
We'll make a right turn.
Okay. It seems to just be a small alcove with squared space with 3 sarcophagi in each alcove.
These were Bronir kings? Or...
Indeed, according to the journal.
Give me a intelligence or history check. Anyone from the north with advantage. So everyone but Sulwyn.
-1 with
Sulwyn
advantage.
can make the roll, just no advantage.
I got an 18.
I got a 9.
I got a 11.
And Sulwyn?
You said everyone
not from
but
the north.
Sulwyn.
No. I said everyone but Sulwyn could make it with advantage. Sorry, there was a part after I said where you could make it, just no advantage.
Got it. Sorry, what was
She's still gonna beat us, damn it.
what was the check?
Int or history.
19.
Anyone who got above a 10. Ragnan, you know some of the stories of your people, but you mostly focused on the exciting parts of a story. Who cares about how someone was buried? That's not actiony enough for you.
Yeah, like when they hit stuff with swords.
The rest of you know, as the Tome of Bronnier Kings is brought up, Bronnier Kings were never buried. They were always burned in funeral pyres. Bronnier Kings have no tombs. So this is
the realization. I'm gonna like pull the notes back out and just like scratching my head at what I had read.
You in the notes, I'll remind, it never ever uses the word tomb, sarcophagi, anything referring to what the conclusion of this place you're deriving. So this is very much an anomaly to your understanding of history. That Bronnier Kings were burned in glorious pyres.
Maybe we have the wrong place after all.
Well, we're here. We might as well check it out.
This can't be. What words are they looking for?
Sword, maybe. That'd be cool.
A sword?
I don't know. Maybe. Swords
So-
are cool. Warriors buried with their weapons seems fairly reasonable, although these, as you said, aren't Bronnier, maybe? So...
Not at least as long as I've been alive.
Remind me how old you are again, Chris?
About 100.
The book, any dates or times that it referenced to the Bronnier Kings is far beyond your age. It refers to more than 500 or 700 years ago. Though you will, it is seen that like in the notes, like there's always like an approximation, as a lot of almost anything beyond 600 years ago is iffy and debated historically.
And how old does the book seem to be? Like, what's the last entry?
The last entry, as I'm recalling, matches with what I told you in session 4, which is approximately, I think I said like 5 or 2 months ago, somewhere in there.
Oh, okay.
With the head logic of yes, this all the last note made in the journal lines up with the timeline of when the expedition was thought to have disappeared, and y'all and all that.
Well, I meant the Book of the Kings.
Is
the current king the last entry in it, or
no? It doesn't. The idea of Bronnier Kings is an old, ancient form of rulership that doesn't currently exist. The current idea of Bronnier leadership, tribes, and governance, no one uses the term king anymore. Most all go under, I believe I use the title Khan.
So how long ago would they have had a king?
Over potentially over 800 years to a millennia ago.
Oh.
Like, long time ago, before the Lost Age.
But the
book
title
here,
of the book.
Yeah. Basically, to give you, to maybe explain it better, the Book of Kings is like a modern deduction and historical record of what was thought to have existed based on evidence found and recollections and, you know, the way we learned of what happened in, like, Rome and shit. People found stuff. Right?
Okay, so it's a recent publication talking about
ancient times. Yes.
Okay. But it's titled The Book of Kings of Bronir.
Correct. Ancient Kings of Bronir.
Okay.
Well, if we keep going, maybe we'll find what they were looking for. Maybe it'll be, like, painfully obvious.
Yeah.
Or painlessly obvious and just obvious.
Is our mission to complete their mission or to find them?
Well, if we get to the end of the thing and we don't find them, then they're gone.
Well,
but we can't say we've done our part.
They're behind us because nobody else has opened his doors, obviously.
I'm sure this place isn't that deep. Like, what's the harm in checking this place out just in case and then going the other way? They're probably dead either way.
I'll just kind of shrug.
Unless someone else has another opinion.
Catherine is having a problem between her meta brain and her game brain going, yeah, we haven't found the people, but this is clearly a dungeon.
Yeah, which means we're going the right
I'm also having that conflict.
I'm sorry that I have apparently created this conflict, so here we are.
Ragnan has solved this conflict by saying, well, let's just do it.
Yeah,
and then we'll leave.
Yeah, let's explore.
Okay.
What could possibly go wrong with us just following what the barbarians say to do?
And
Yeah.
Sulwyn literally just came back from the dead like 5 days ago.
6.5-ish, but yeah.
My point
8,
stands.
Because you gotta count for the wait time before the ship was ready.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's been over a week.
Doesn't matter. Her point stands.
It's been more than a week. Get over it.
I'm gonna turn to look at Sulwyn with a questioning look.
I mean, I'm super curious.
And I'll shrug and start heading off deeper into the tomb.
Okay.
You did attune to that ring, right? You
No.
had time.
You would have had time
Yeah,
to attune. I was going to assume as such.
You have advantage on death saving throws, and you understand Celestial.
Oh, really? There are now 3 ways I understand Celestial.
That was my only way.
Sorry.
It was my divine connection, other than my sword.
Okay.
Well, I don't think
Not
I
that great a
have.
language anyway. Kind of
Okay.
confusing.
So, are y'all just moving forward, investigating, looking at stuff? I know we're moving in, but I don't want to just
Moving
assume.
in, being aware,
moving in, being precautious.
looking for traps, looking specifically for traps like what I saw outside.
Okay. So are you moving to the front for investigation?
Sure.
Okay.
Ragnan will take up the back then.
Okay. Swapping places. Okay. Hofmir, give me an investigation check.
Investigation?
Or perception.
Okay.
Sorry. I got to get used to saying that those 3 things are all viable choices.
And if there's anything that a 17 passive would have seen, you would have let me know, right?
Correct.
Okay. Well, there's a natural 20.
Oh,
27.
well then. You very quickly realize that technology. As you get to here, you very quickly notice a similar sight from outside, inlaid silver thread, in basically starting right here in front of this statue.
I'm just gonna like put up an arm in front of Wolfric's chest,
Mm-hmm.
and then like turn the light such that it catches the
silver.
the silver better.
Okay. Yeah, and you're able to make see him aware of it, and so basically there's
And it covers the whole floor from wall to wall.
it seems to go along from what you can see. It seems to basically be a line of silver engraved runes, all interlocked.
Yeah.
Like almost like like cursive runes, to give a decent visual, that seem to go along here and then move into the base of this statue.
Ah.
Hence why the statue is now a thing and not just part of the architecture.
Well, let's just break
Similar.
the silver, right?
It could just trigger as a trap. Is there any way to disenchant it?
I have dispel magic. I can just dispel it.
Is it magic?
I mean,
You could find out.
I don't know what else would transport our minds to another realm.
I mean, who's to say that this is the same thing, right? Or maybe it's dead.
It looks fairly similar, and if there's a trap outside the entrance active, stands to reason nothing would have sprung the one inside.
I'm not gonna stop you guys.
So yeah, what do y'all want to do?
Is it a large, or I don't know what your spell slots are like.
I mean, it's not tiny, but I have more than one.
No, it's up to you. Otherwise, we can. I think I could jump over it. It seems to end not too far off, but I don't know about how to get all of us across.
I'm not too scared about bodily harm right now. I could just try to jump across. And then, worst case, one person gets hit by the trap instead of everyone.
Yeah.
Sure.
So we're gonna try to jump it.
I'll try to jump it.
Okay.
I'll let him go first. If it doesn't work, then I'll try dispelling it.
Okay. Go ahead and I assume y'all are giving him enough room to make like a running jump.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Make an athletics check for me, James.
Okay. 21.
Yep. You are able to clear it without a problem.
Nothing happened on the way over?
Nothing seemed to happen on the way over.
Well, that works. At a minimum.
Oh, why? Ow. Sorry. My cat tried to climb up my back.
He does that.
A lot. Sorry. Okay, so he jumped and he's fine?
Seems so.
I will jump.
Okay,
just gonna say,
give me an
oh,
athletics
here I
check.
go jumping again.
What do I need? Acrobatics or athletics?
Athletics or acrobatics.
Motherfucker! It landed on a 16 and then was like, no, fuck you, 3.
So
You've got a +7.
Yeah, so 10.
10. You back up. You give a jump. You're good at this. This should have worked as you land, like, start landing, like, chest down. Like, you just second guessed which foot you were gonna use to push off, and you land right in the middle, and you just land on the stone.
Well, this is it.
Can everyone please make an intelligence saving throw, please?
God damn it.
Ew.
Slightly
Ew.
better. Okay. 14.
Ew. 5.
9.
16. All my
Okay.
saves are going to be 16.
Awesome. Sulwyn, you are the only one who sees these silver inlaid runes flash a very faint light blue, and then it's just gone in the blink of an eye.
Okay. Anything else happen?
Nothing else seems to happen.
We woke something up, guys.
Get up, Wolfric. You're not dead.
Of course not. Runes cannot
So
kill a mighty
I'm gonna
warrior.
just like look at Sulwyn. So do we jump or does it do anything?
I mean, they've disappeared, so I'm just walking across now.
Okay.
I walk across.
Everyone give me an intelligence saving throw again.
Damn it!
17?
14.
3?
12.
This time... Sorry, I'm making sure I get it right in my head. Okay, yeah. Hofmir, you see the runes for like less than like just the splittest of seconds. Flash blue, nothing, but otherwise nothing's, and then go out. Nothing happens as Sulwyn walks across. I assume at this point, Wolfric has gotten up and also moved.
Yeah, I think he said that.
Okay.
See, it's fine.
I'm not so sure. I'm gonna like take kind of a running like
Parkour.
Prince of Persia, yeah, like run along the wall.
Okay. Give
So, like,
me an acrobatics to get across.
That was a natural one.
Well,
Oh my god.
so you run to like kick off this wall, and as you do, you hear a and a bit of stone where you were getting your foot placement breaks. And so you're like just kind of partially sideways, and oh fuck, this isn't. Everyone, give me an intelligence saving throw.
I hope I succeed.
I don't know what these
I'm
are
getting
doing.
worse.
1.
5.
Natural 20!
17?
Okay. Well, it doesn't matter how I say it. I can't get you mixed up. Ragmir and Hofmir, y'all see the glow.
Ragnar and Hopton.
Yep.
Damn it!
I can't get it mixed up, so I'll just combine their name.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I had to find a new
Just
way to
call me
screw it up.
Wolfmir.
Yeah.
Call me Wolfmir.
Call me Ishmael. I'm really sorry, James. But yeah, the two of you see the room.
Ragnar's like, I've decided to change my name all of a sudden.
The two of you see the runes glow. Flash of light. They all go back off. But otherwise, nothing happens.
That doesn't seem good. Perhaps it is alerting our presence to something further inside?
That would be my guess. Blood already knows we're here, so, you know.
It
Whatever.
only knows one of us is here. So, we're fine.
Well, or
It
three of
can guess
us.
that 3 of us are here.
Better than 4.
Yes, we will certainly catch them off guard, I'm sure.
Whoever they are. Whatever they are. Anyways,
Well,
let's keep going.
I guess there's nothing for it but to continue on. I'm gonna keep an eye out for things, though.
Okay, yeah, you're keeping an eye out for stuff. Chris, I sent you a DM.
Oh,
Um,
cool.
yeah. So, putting y'all back in marching order. Wait. Okay, good. So front, middle, back. Up, down, down. So yeah, y'all all begin to move further in. Again, you just see these inlets of sarcophagi. So there's something that let's see here. Hofmir and Rognan notice the bodies, these statues you see on top of these tombs. Some of them appear to be armored knights.
Others
Others
don't really have knights, do they?
Branir do not. Seer does.
Oh, okay.
But other tombs are not knights. And after seeing different statues in different form of decay and different parts being broken, you start to figure out that there seem to be one of two types of people on top of these sarcophagi. Either fully armored knights, or what I would call wild-looking Yantir. The dark-skinned people with the luminous horns that come out of the backs of their heads. They are unarmored and seem to have very, what I would call, sharp metal aesthetics.
Starting to think this place has nothing to do with the book that we found.
You
Yeah.
get to this point, Chris.
And
This is when two things happen. A, you personally notice another box of silver runes here, and then the thing I mentioned in the DM.
Okay.
Shit, rocks fall and we die.
I'm just gonna say matter of factly well, this one would be easier to jump because of the corner, except for the hole over there.
What?
There's a hole.
Yeah, right there.
See a hole?
The three of you see him pointing in this general vicinity. You do not. You just see stone brick.
There's no hole over there. Is there like a rock I can pick up and toss over there?
Same thing.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I pick up a rock and toss it over there.
You see a rock land on the floor.
Yeah,
But
there's
do
no
we
hole.
hear it?
You hear a rock land and just go. However, Hofmir sees a rock go in a dark hole.
See? A hole.
Yeah, there's no hole.
The three of you are like, what's happening?
I will take one of my rations, which does not belong to the tomb,
Mm-hmm.
and throw it on the hole.
You see a ration just kind of plop on the ground. You even hear the very faint of disturbed dust. You even see motes of dust rise. Hofmir, you see him throw pocket bacon in a hole.
What a waste of pocket bacon.
I am going to cast Dispel Magic in that general vicinity and see if it makes me see a hole or if it makes him see ground.
Okay. Well, I guess
That
we
was-
now get to find out after that cavalcade of saves who's right. Let me look up 2 spells.
We've all made one
real
except
quick.
for
It's,
Wolf, right?
no, I know that's a. I think that's for a fact a 2nd level spell. Dispel. Okay, yeah, you cast Dispel Magic in this vicinity. Everyone now sees a square black hole in the ground.
Oh shit!
Oh, that hole. Yeah.
Oh, there's a hole.
Yeah, it
Oh.
just where that happens for the 3 of you, you just see a visual of the food, pocket bacon and the tossed piece of rock, and the bricks just begin to, and just that you see these things fall in into a very clean, masoned, well stone cut black pit in the ground.
Huh. How
Okay.
about that?
I pull up my climber's kit.
Okay.
Might as well, like, climb around the wall then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll, like, Python hammer it in and, like, climb around
Okay.
without stepping on the square
give
in front of us.
Okay. Give me an athletics check with advantage.
Cool. I can do that pretty well. Huh. Well, not that well. 14.
Okay. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, I have advantage on those because I can see.
Yep. That is definitely true.
Oh, I don't really. That's fucking cocked. Roll or D&D Beyond. That is cocked.
What is it? What does the app say?
7.
I see. So,
Bye, guys.
as Hofmir was here, he started setting up his pythons. He started getting him in a position to.
Ragnan!
Fuck! Ragnan begins putting pythons into place. He begins moving. He even gets up, like he's getting ready to, like, put footholds, handholds, rope, the whole thing. And then one of the things gives in this old stone, and he like even like on the way down thinks the same thing happened. I should have seen this coming. He lands. You all see the runes of the thing light up. This time, a dark reddish color. And boop,
Oh, shit.
And then I catch on fire.
boop, and boop,
Yeah.
and
Actually, I kind of hope it's fire. Like, that doesn't hurt too bad.
and then we push this button, not that button. Yep, this button, and
Drunk.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no.
everything
dude.
goes pitch black.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
That's what they were.
I thought everything turned into pits.
Nope. Now, this is everything. Just you see out of this statue over here, just like a fog of some pitch black smoke begin billowing out of the front of the helmet, and a cloud of darkness begins to fill and just completely obscure your vision, and seeming to snuff out the 2 light sources that you have.
Oh,
Okay.
bummer.
So did I see that statue before darkness started?
Yes, you saw the source of it.
Okay. I'm going to cast daylight, and I'm going
Oh.
to center it on that.
Oh yeah, you have that. Yeah, this
Yeah, I
all.
do.
I forgot about that. Oh, but it's centered on yourself, so this
is
all
it-
still works. Is what
Well, it says range 60 feet.
I could have sworn on the racial ability. Both of your racial
Oh.
light and daylight spell have to be
Okay.
centered on you as
I-
radiant gold and magenta light. But yeah, so
He's
okay.
still within 60 feet of me. So
Yeah,
it's just
y'all are
still-
all fine. Yeah, no, this is
his
all gonna
spell
work
is
out.
Darkness.
Yeah, so this thing interrupts you, and y'all, before you even have a chance to think the phrase "Who turned out the lights?" suddenly just a beacon of magenta and gold light radiates out, and yeah, all of this immediately
Well, that solves that
dispelled. There is, however, still a hole.
Okay.
Cool. I lower down a rope to Ragnan.
I didn't fall down.
He didn't fall in a hole. He
turned
triggered the
darkness
trap.
on.
He triggered a magic trap. So he's just on the ground.
I'm gonna try again.
Okay.
You know, be a little more careful this time.
Give. Yes.
My daylight lasts for I think a minute with concentration, so I'm just gonna like center myself and try to make a running jump over the pit.
Okay. Give me an
Because even
athletics
if I
check.
trigger it, it should still shut it off again.
Yeah. Give me an athletics check.
Oh, this is gonna suck.
Why are you doing this? I was setting up climbing stuff for us.
I know.
Oh,
I'm an
no.
idiot, and I want everybody to like me, and I fail
What'd you get?
completely.
And you got a nat 1.
I rolled a nat 1,
Oh!
but it's not a natural one. It's a
facts on there.
it's a 3.
Okay.
You have inspiration to not
Oh,
fall down
yeah!
a pit.
Fuck this shit. No fucking way.
Did you roll another nat 1?
No.
I rolled a different die, and it's a nat 1, so it's a 3.
Okay. So you just
Knock
see
the other one into a 20.
what starts quite majestic, radiant, awe-inspiring as this luminous figure runs and jumps, arms wide, almost angelic, and then
Into the pit. There weren't, like, deadly spikes at the bottom of this pit or anything, were there?
Did I attempt to catch her? Considering I was right at the edge of the pit.
It was.
give me a dexterity check.
Okay. This is advantage on dex saving throws, not dex checks. Okay, here it goes. 16.
You manage to snag her by the strap of of her bag of holding, and you are pulled down by the weight, prone, arm you feel wrenched but not quite out of its socket, and hanging by a strap. Sulwyn dangles.
I'll walk over and pull Ragnan up. And
Yeah, y'all
Sulwyn
manage
with it.
to get her up. You enter this ruined area. Darkness does not seem to even begin to spew forth. The light that she is giving off shows that the pit was probably about 30, 40-ish feet deep. You you manage to pull her up onto the edge.
Just because you came back from the dead once does not mean that your life is not valuable or worth considering before you do something like that, Sulwyn.
I sit my ass down.
The fuck does he know? You're great.
I know. Looked cool though.
You all have to admit, it looked cool.
For a split second, if we ignore the fact that you are going to plummet to some grave injuries.
Couldn't we get over this before her ability runs short?
Yes.
Agreed.
Okay,
And
I
I'll
will-
assist Ragnan in getting the climbing shit up.
Okay.
I already have advantage, so
With assistance and
Narratively, I don't.
advantage, y'all are able to get yourselves across. Using a system of patent footholds and handholds. We already had 2 people fall. We're GTG. And before you is a set of large wooden doors.
Cool.
push.
I listen at the. Okay, cool. I
No, no, you can listen. You can listen.
So
Wrong
as
says push doors.
As Rognan pushes open the door,
What? No, I was.
words
Rognan
were
stated that They
spoken.
were push doors.
They are no takesies backsies
Ear
in
up to
this.
the door as Ragnar opens it.
Yeah, no takesies
I
backsies.
wasn't trying to open them.
Lies.
It was a statement that they were push doors.
They were pushed doors because you pushed them. We're in the past tense now.
Fuck. Alright, well, good luck, everybody.
You open the door into a very rough space. A much narrower than the catacombs that you just walked through. Let me do the thing. And doop. Where the fuck did y'all go? There
Back
you
at
are.
the
So many maps.
Yeah,
so
there
many
y'all are.
maps, so many maps.
This work?
You
Nope.
are singing that. Why?
So many maps. So many
Okay, fine.
maps.
We'll put you all in here when needed. Don't worry about that symbol. It's not important. So yeah, you enter this space. I think I can at least get. Hey, awesome, and you're the right size.
Will it be important in the next 28 minutes?
Nah, probably not. So yeah, the opens up into a cramped space. This area looks partially caved in, unworked. It's unclear as to maybe why it is the rougher state that it's in. Maybe it's just an aesthetic choice. Who knows? As you are into this still subterranean cave lair. Haha, I'm a genius. Figured it out.
Oh, you don't need to bring the rest of us over. I basically represent 3 of our party members anyways.
That's true.
Yeah, he's not
Name
wrong.
I'm really
Wolf
sorry,
Mirror.
James.
Just me and Wolf Ragman. Mir.
Wolf
Ragnar, that's
Ragenmere.
good,
Wolf Ragmir.
sir. Captain Wolf Ragnar.
Attorney at law. But yeah, y'all move into this space, and y'all can see from the light that you have. I guess dim light goes about this. Whoa, oh, that's not the way that's supposed to be. Who unlocked you? Who let you out of your room, background layer? Got
Who lets
unlocked.
college students rent apartments above hardworking adults? We don't know the answers to life's questions.
Nope. So yeah, you're in
Usually
this
they're separate.
narrower space.
Most part.
There seems to be a way to the east and a way to the north.
Wait, where did we come? Oh, I see.
Y'all
It's
came
the
from this way.
door. Okay.
Let's go
Didn't see it
north.
at first.
Okay.
I've
Yeah.
already consigned myself to not being the leader
Okay.
when directions are chosen.
Oh, okay.
But-
Then yeah.
But I do want to be in front for observation purposes.
Okay. Give me I guess a perception or investigation check as y'all proceed.
I'll do that too.
I will also
Yeah.
help.
My passive is better.
Oh my god.
23. Got a nat 20.
I got a 11.
Okay. You all move to about here. The space coming to a narrow as who wants to squeeze through first?
I'll do it.
Hofmir, probably. So that he can see traps, right?
That's probably a good idea.
Okay.
Not that I'm trying to throw you into danger, you're just the most perceptive of us.
As Hofmir,
I
as
think
you
I might be the most perceptive of us.
Yeah,
do
the-
you assert yourself
no.
as such and go through?
No,
Oh, okay.
he and I actually think he's one ahead of me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
But we're real
So
fucking close.
You have your like what is it called? You get to double the proficiency on
Yeah.
check or whatever. Yeah.
okay.
But yeah, I'll go first.
You move through this space, and as you take a step, slightly turning sideways to fit through, you feel a slight give underneath your feet, as you can feel just a slat of stone just go and as you look down, you can see just barely the footprint of this pressure plate before you hear a shkoom.
These traps are impossible.
23 didn't get it?
23 didn't get this?
Not in this direction. And you just hear echoing in this chamber the sound of stone on stone. Nothing seems to happen otherwise.
I mean, nothing has happened yet. We've triggered like 80 traps and nothing.
Every time we trip something, it installs an upgrade on the golem.
Yeah, that's like, to the end, it's gonna be like
Voltron is complete.
Yeah. What, did I just blow your mind with a dungeon concept?
Oh yeah, I'm building that dungeon now.
I mean, it kind of reminds me of that part of Final Fantasy VII Remake.
I was thinking the exact same thing, just in reverse.
Yeah.
And then you can hear the sound of heavy grieved footfalls in the chamber.
Oh boy. Like ahead?
From where you are, definitely deeper within, but if you were to say in the direction you're heading or from behind you, you're unsure.
Okay, I'm gonna try to I'm gonna signal silently back for the rest of the group, and then like try to move forward stealthily and try to get a better look.
Okay.
Like trying to hide behind some of the rubble.
I guess I'll usher Sulwyn through next, if she wants to be ushered.
Okay.
Seems like it's the safest bet to keep her.
Yeah, I'll scoot through.
So, give me a stealth check. I roll... Wait, no.
17.
That's pretty darn good. Where's my book that had monsters in it? I mean, what? You would think, wouldn't you?
Tome of Foes?
Bolo's guide, Xanathar's guide, they all got
The baddie booklet?
Nah. Wait, there's a baddie booklet?
I hope so.
Okay, sorry. So, yeah, you just, stealth forward. Are you, want to keep moving, or are you trying to find a hiding space?
I'm just, like, moving slowly, looking out to see what I heard, but I don't want to get too far ahead of the group if I don't see anything.
Gotcha. Are y'all trying to follow, or are y'all holding steady? What are y'all doing?
I went through.
I'm going through.
Yeah, I'll take a rear.
Proceeding stealthily, or y'all just also?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I am. I don't know about them.
Okay.
Yes,
could y'all give me stealth checks real quick?
Okay.
Can I have my iron back, Lemmy? Please. Thank you. Is that a 7?
That's a 7.
5.
Plus...
I got
9 total for me.
I got a 13.
So, double checking.
Sulwyn is getting used to her new body. She is 5 inches taller.
Yeah, that's all fair.
Walking around like a newborn deer.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so double checking. Mir got a 17, and then I heard a 9, a 13, and a what else?
5.
Ah. You all proceed forward as quietly as you can, though the loose stone on the floor in this place and y'all can definitely tell that some of your footfalls are echoing in this area.
It's a clap in my ass. I knew it. I'm just too dummy thick.
Damn it, James.
That's the one thing that Roggen has that Hoffmir and Wulfric doesn't.
I'm gonna need y'all to all close your eyes for a minute as I nothing to see here.
What's happening?
At this point, Wulfric, whoa, that was some weird cutting. You hear coming the heavy footfalls coming around the corner at a... Oh my god, Photoshop, get your life together.
You have us swapped, by the way. I was in the rear.
Oh, okay. Y'all... Oh, right. So then, actually, it is Ragnan who hears the quickened, heavy footfalls come around the corner as a very tall, wide, armored figure with a sword drawn, the very faintest of flickering, fiery wings behind them. And he is heading your way. Could everyone please roll initiative?
Yeah.
Sure, that I roll okay at.
Okay. 25 to 20.
21.
Nice. Okay. 20 to 15.
16.
15.
Okay. Okay. So, as Ragnan alerts you all to this armored being, Hofmir, it is your turn.
Well, I don't really know the shape of the room yet. So I'm just going to turn around and head back. I'm going to head back to the... Yeah, I'm just going to... Actually, I'm going to head up right behind Sulwyn.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast Shield of Faith.
Okay. Let's see here. Concentration. Okay. Shield of Faith. Plus 2 AC to Sulwyn.
I guess
Alrighty
that's
then.
only a bonus action.
Correct. And you moved 15 feet, I'd say.
How close am I to the... Or can I even see the thing from here?
Based on, because of Ragnan's torch, you can.
Oh, okay. And how far away?
You would guesstimate 45 feet.
All right, I'm gonna move up. Can I stand next to Ragnan?
It would be a very tight squeeze for the two of you, and would potentially inflict some penalties.
Okay, then I'll move slightly in front of him if I can.
Yeah, you're able to get by. You're a deaf and abled body, so you're just able to, like, shit, I'm late to class, and you're just kind of like turned sideways, weaving through the narrow space. You'd be able to get there.
I'll cast Produce Flame and hurl it at the entity.
Okay, make an attack roll, please.
Let's see, 25.
That does hit. Roll damage.
5 fire damage.
Okay, you hurl this bolt of flame, hitting it like square in like the shoulder, and it just, and it seems to shrug it off, though you do think you hear an audible from the creature.
Yeah,
At which
it has some fire iconography, doesn't it?
It does. It very much so. It you can see cinders coming off its blade and what look like faint, like almost ethereal wings of fire. Do you have
Fire's not very effective.
You have moved 35 feet. That you've used your bonus action, your action. Is there anything else you want to do?
I think I'll call it there for now.
Okay. Wolfric, it is your turn.
Cool. Can I get to that thing?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It is approximately 35 feet away.
Cool. I have 40 feet of movement.
You are able to just like lunge into action.
I'm gonna rage and charge it and swing my sword at it. My magical sword.
And get like here.
Yeah.
Cool.
Work.
Cool.
And I miss.
Okay.
wait, I'm attacking recklessly. I forgot.
Okay, there we go. I was about to say recklessly, and you have a second attack?
Yeah, recklessly, I hit it with a... trying to remember my attack bonus. 24.
That definitely hits.
Cool. So that one does... 10 magical slashing damage.
Okay.
Second reckless attack. 16.
That misses.
Okay.
As it parries your hefty blow away with ease with its
Cool.
flaming
longsword. And it can
longsword.
give me a dex save.
Right. Okay. It rolled a 13 total.
Holy shit!
Wait,
something
no.
finally failed the dex save.
11.
Something still failed the dex save.
Yeah.
Is it 1 still?
Yeah.
Every point counts, Samuel. Would Wolfric like to do anything else?
That's pretty much it for me.
Okay.
I forgot to add my rage damage, so 2 more on that.
Oh, sure thing. Who here speaks Abyssal? No one?
I made a character that can't talk to demons, so...
Can I trade in one of my 3 ways of reading and understanding Celestial to...
No.
It's like 3 lefts make a right, right?
3 Celestials make an Abyssal.
Double checking this thing's speed. Yep.
That
Okay.
thing doesn't look friendly.
It's not supposed to look friendly.
Why is a Dark Souls boss in there?
Because this world is Dark Souls. Have you not figured that out yet?
No, I haven't really quite figured that out.
Right, so this world is Dark Souls.
I mean, this part of the world is basically Dark Souls.
Alright, guys, we
Don't
gotta
worry
kill
about
these
it.
things in 10 minutes.
The part that Philip designed.
Yeah. So you all hear just a horrendous cackle begin to echo off the stone walls, and you just hear a
No.
and
Hoy.
it just
I
echoes
don't
like multiple.
Understand.
Your accent.
God damn it! Just
The bus
multiple
schedule.
voices echoing off the walls. And I think maybe that's a good place to call it, as I don't see us resolving this conflict in 10 minutes, but we've left on a good cliffhanger, I feel. And actually
Cool.
got
Wait.
Yes.
Whose turn is it?
Ragnan's.
Damn it. Okay.
Is that Ragnan or...
It's Wolfmere.
It's Ragnan. I wrote it
Okay,
in all
fine.
caps.
Thank you.
Cool.
I'm
How much
It's a
progress
good
did we
name.
make, Philip? Did
Stop
we
It
get to a good place?
is.
Did we get to a good
guessing we were
place?
supposed
Y'all
to
got to
finish
a good
this.
point. You were supposed to finish this combat, which honestly means that we'll just have less time for like wrap up, talk about what happened in the next
Okay.
one. So otherwise, we're fine, because guess what? After this is basically an encounter. which is what I intended. And if you want to do some exploring of this room after things go to heckers in a handbasket.
I can't wait to encounter the enemy.
That'll never happen with us.
That would never happen
We'll
with
handle
y'all.
it just fine.
Yeah. So yeah. Sorry for putting on the throttle, getting y'all here, but
No, I think
hope
it worked out pretty well.
okay.
I think this paced out pretty well.
Yeah.
tonight.
I'm sorry I died, and so
don't
we
know
had.
We're
We don't know
only
what we missed aside from the
an ice troll.
exploration party.
An ice troll.
Oh, that would have been fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that could have been fun.
And the expedition party somehow.
Yeah.
I mean, that's definitely not because you flew over their broken bodies on the in the neighboring area, but
As an ice troll eats them.
yeah, it was in the ice troll cave. You were gonna find their picked bones and a more elaborate journal, because the idea of the notes that were at the base were not
Before they
exactly not necessary for this expedition, so the more in detailed regalings were there. Though I was like, that's fine, I'm kind of okay with them going into this tomb of mystery and weirdness and contradictions.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Cool. Chris, are you doing Paper Mario tomorrow, or did you finish?
Not quite finished. I think we're in the last chapter now.
And we're saving
So-
this file before my computer crashes.
Probably be able to finish it up and have some time left over, depending on how long the final boss area takes.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm trying to remember now if I'm doing that tomorrow or Thursday, because I think I'm settling now on RB plays being on
Thursday.
Wednesdays.
Oh, Wednesday.
Because it had been back and forth because of my Gloomhaven group, but I think the one player who had a variable schedule has now solidified it with their boss to
Cool.
have off on.
Gotcha.
Anyway,
Cool. Yeah.
But
and then a number of us will be playing Dead by Daylight on Monday, so that'll be fun.
oh yeah,
I think I will be able to make for that. I will be able to let you know in the not so distant future. But yeah,
Cool.
this is I'm actually pretty darn happy with how far we got, especially with all of our technical difficulties. I feel if we hadn't had some of those, we'd have probably finished this encounter.
I mean, we probably would have finished this whole thing already. If
No,
it
I had
for
a hard-
all of it.
I mean, honestly, if Sulwyn's tragic death aside, the end of this room.
I blame that on technical difficulties too.
Yeah, the end of this room was going to be the hard cutoff for this session. So
Cool.
I'm pretty happy with how far we got caught up. I was very happy with the last room because that was I think the spell is called Phantasmal Force, which y'all just kept re-triggering to just cover up.
What was-
Oh, Phantasmal Force makes us think that something's there that isn't.
Exactly, and it made you think that there was a floor over a hole.
Yeah.
And in case
And you made every single save.
you made all three saves, which was DC 16.
yeah, I got really lucky on those rolls because I have a +1.
Yeah.
I made
Oh
I have
wow.
a
one.
one.
And then I just kept getting worse.
Yeah, and then the darkness spell on top of it to be an extra dick.
Which I took care of.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
I forgot that you could do the daylight spell once
Daylight.
per day. Yeah, I forgot that you got to that level. She is the glory. Yeah. I mean, that the whole point of that room was to eat resources.
Yeah.
Like that was. I mean, that's what a trap hallway is
Success.
for. Yeah. I ate up a once per day ability and a second level spell slot, third level spell slot,
Third.
third level spell slot. I'm more than happy with that.
Yep.
That was
Cool.
the minimum I was
The front
expecting to
door
do with
took
that
2
room.
rages.
See?
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah. How many of those do y'all have left
nothing.
in the pocket? Okay.
You lost some dignity.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, good night, everyone, and thanks for joining us. I was
Night.
very, very happy to get
Or
this
tomorrow
going.
for Paper Mario.
Yeah, tomorrow
Or
for
next-
Paper Mario.
Or next